Hi everyone. Today we came up with a project named IBM Watson. My name is Ramya Tulasi and my teammates are Raghuram Raju and Jeevan Reddy. So let's get started with our topic IBM Watson. What is Watson? It is a technology platform that uses natural language processing and machine learning to reveal insights from large amounts of unstructured data as a test of disabilities. So, here Watson becomes an expert on subjects like those covered in Jeopardy. Watson is IBM's artificial intelligence solution to make an expert system which can understand natural language information sources in order to make its own hypothesis. Based on the information it has gathered, Watson is described to be a computer that can mirror the human cognition process, dividing it up to into four different sections. So when it comes to four different sections, there is one more example that I would like to discuss about IBM Watson. IBM Watson is an artificial intelligence of business. So Watson helps organizations to predict the future outcomes and automate complex processes and optimize employees' time. So when it comes to four different subsections in IBM Watson, it basically uses its steps to four different categories. Those are observe, interpret, evaluate, and decide. The first one is observe. So the in observe module, Watson take in all sorts of information from the web and different databases. What makes Watson unique? We all have a doubt about what makes Watson unique. So here is the thing that Watson takes all the information from all sorts of data, from the research papers to Facebook posts and blog entries. Not to mention, Watson can take information from millions of places in seconds. So after taking all the information, required informations from the different sources, it interprets the information. Like next one, here comes the interpret. So when it comes to interpret, it received after receiving the information from all sources of internet, then it processes it into format in which it is more efficient and easier to process, forming and digesting a corpus of information. So basically it gets a huge lots amounts of data, so it comprises into a small amount of data that a person needs. So after it's a rather unique form of learning. In this step, it must be instructed by a human expert as to how to interpret this information. This is done by taking various of questions and answers from basic facts of theme of information and logically constructing the relationship between the facts. After that, it evaluates the information from what it has. So after this, the third section evaluation comes as whether the information is most likely depends on the feedback. So after it feedback is over from different sources of gathering, this way this Watson separates the information from two different sections as good information and bad information by the scoring system. This scoring system is the way makes you Watson a very unique, because Watson always takes feedback from different sources. So after that, there comes decide. Decide in this decide. This is the last and final step. So here the information forms different pattern and hypothesis regarding the already existing patterns of information in a way similar to holistic creative process done by human beings. So here are the four steps, main things. Then after it comes the main topic, how does Watson work? Everyone has a doubt about how does Watson work. So here this topic will be explained by my teammate Jeevan Reddy.
Thank you, Ramya. So I wanna continue further. So in this slide, we're gonna explain about the how does the Watson work. So as my friend explained, so in that way, the Watson is capable of taking information from diverse fields, and with the help of an expert, get to work on answering diverse questions in specific problems relating to the subjects it's working on. So it is through Watson hypothesis and evidence scoring what makes a system potentially valuable for these fields since it will not only consider possible solutions based on its pre-existing information from external databases but also according to what it has learned, giving them a confidence level and finally designing based on all these factors. So in the next slide we can detailedly know about by taking an example. So for example, Watson can through a patient's medical history and actually symptoms declare a diagnosis revealing those of professional physicians, making Watson a very powerful tool for a diverse number of applications with reliable information. Just how much power is required to achieve this amount of processing in a matter of milliseconds? So in this slide it is a supercomputer. So the supercomputer that IBM created is powered by their proprietary deep QA software running SUSE Linux Enterprise Server 11 on 10 racks of IBM Power 750 servers. Some of the technologies features of its operating systems are advanced memory management, a high performance and systems with multi-core processors, and native POSIX thread library or MPLTL for parallelism, and advanced multipathing and IO capabilities. In the total of the system has 2880 power and 7 processor threads and 16 terabytes of RAM. So, what is the next step in the future of Watson? Highly advanced natural language processing and human cognition capabilities. So, with this process, Watson has already become an expert in the fields such as medicine, law, literature, and even cooking also. So in this guide we gonna explain about the few applications and the features of Watson. So Watson is offered to anyone willing to pay for Watson API, and there are quite a few apps being developed independently from IBM that exploit Watson power for diverse uses. Some of these apps includes a spoken translator and a cinema recommendation app and even a fashion catalog of sorts. So from the next slide, this will be explained by my friend Raghu Ramaraj.
Hello, welcome back to the journey. So this is Raghu, and I'm going to take you further in detail about IBM Watson services and applications. So yeah, let's get started. So we're gonna go through the steps involved to subscribe to any IBM Watson services for free, or you can also call it subscribing to their light plan. So without any further delay, let's get started. So before, what you need is to you would have to go to the website called cloud.ibm.com, like this page. So if you have an IBM ID already, you can use it. If you don't, you can just click on create an account. So IBM ID here does not mean an add direct IBM.com ID. It simply means an ID for IBM Cloud Services. So you can subscribe with your personal email or your business email, which is not IBM. So I have subscribed with my ID, so that's my ID there. I will go ahead and use my ID and password. So and yeah, so okay. So once you're logged in, it will take you to your dashboard, basically listing down all the services that you subscribe to. So if you click on resources list here, it will show all the services that you have already taken, all you have created. So you can go to any of these things. There are a lot of things in the dashboard, and if you click on create resource, it will take you to the page where you can create any sort of resource or the services for free, but we are basically talking about Watson. So let's search for the Watson services. So here are some Watson services or Watson applications that we can use. So, most popular Watson services are, of course, Watson Assistant, Watson Discovery, and the natural language understanding, uh, Watson machine learning. There are a lot more, yeah, natural language understanding. These are all the Watson services from IBM. So, and what is Watson Assistant? What exactly Watson Assistant is used for? So Watson Assistant lets you build conversational interfaces into any application or device or channel. Add a natural language interface to your application to automate interactions with your end users. So common applications include virtual agents and chatbots that can integrate and communicate on any channel or device. Mainly it is used for creating chatbots. Okay, so and one more another popular Watson service is Watson Discovery. So IBM Watson Discovery empowers document search with artificial intelligence, enhanced text analysis. So companies use the documents as capabilities to index and search documents rapidly to enhance and power internal research, customer service, or chatbot services. So basically, IBM Watson Discovery is an AI-powered enterprise search solution which provides features such as categorization, visual discovery, specific passage responses, tagging, sentiment analysis, natural language search, topic classifications, cataloging, machine learning, and grouping, and a lot. And so another popular service is, of course, natural language understanding. Natural language understanding is a subtopic of natural language processing in artificial intelligence that deals with machine reading comprehension. We will use Watson natural language understanding to extract keywords from a data set and analyze them for the sentiment that is, expressed. So in the same way, we have a lot more services provided by IBM Watson. Because we don't have that much time, I will just select one service and show you how we can use it. Let's get started with Watson Assistant. I would like to show you how we can create a chatbot using Watson Assistant and how can we integrate and everything. So yeah, let's get started with the Watson Assistant. I'm going to click on Watson Assistant here. And if you want to know about these services in more, like a documentation, you can click on Docs here. So it will take to you into the Docs page if you click on IBM Clouds. And if you go to all products here you can see these are all the products, you know, uh, that IBM provides. And if I click on natural language understanding, it will take me to the a proper documentation like how to get started with natural language understanding. It has a video tutorial, and it has the detailed steps involved in it, and you can use this. Of course, the natural language understanding, we can use it to analyze a web page, or you can analyze target phrases and keywords. So it is surrounding text for focused sentiment and emotion. So, the targets option for sentiment in the following example tells the services to search for targets apples, oranges, and broccoli. So, since apples and oranges are located in the text, sentiment scores are returned for those targets. So, mainly it is focused on sentiment and emotions by analyzing those phrases and keywords. So, using these docs, you can uh, get to know about any services provided by IBM very easily, and you can get started with it. So, here because we'd like to start with Watson Assistant. If I clicked on Watson Assistant, I got this page. From here you can simply use these services for free, and also some are paid. So because I have already created one for me, I'm not going to create from here right now because I already created one. I will just go back to my dashboard, and from there I will launch my Watson Assistant. So I'm going to my resource list, and you can see I have created already one Watson Assistant for myself. So I'm going to click it here. So this is the page I got. So from here I can launch my Watson Assistant, or I have my API key or the URLs from here. And you can see my plan is light because it is free. So I'm clicking on launch. So yeah, so this is the dashboard of IBM Watson Assistant Lite. So I can see, you can see this is the chatting bot. This is already created by me in previous. So to get the knowledge of how to create an bot using IBM Watson Assistant. So because I would like to show you from scratch, so I will create a new bot in order to show you how we can create the new bot. So if I click on create new here, this is going to create me a new bot for me. So we can give any kind of name. Let's say paying bill bot. You can add any kind of description. You can pay bills, something like that, and you can click on create assistant. See, now I have two bots for me. Chatting bot is my previous one, and paying bill bot is my new bot that I have created. So if I go on to the left, I can see a lot more tabs here. One is home, one is actions, one is preview, publish, environments, analyze, and integrations. From integrations, you can integrate this to your company website. So you can any customers, they can use that assistant when you integrate uh, this particular assistant bot in your particular company web page or website, anywhere you want. So if you click on take a tour, it will show you uh, how this works, and whatever the functions are where, so something like that. And uh, okay, let's get started with training. What exactly it is? We can train the bot. I mean, if any customer asks any question to the assistant, it should be capable to reply any kind of answers. So what we can do is we can train that bot in order to give the response to any kind of questions asked by the customer. So in order to train the bot, we have a tab called actions here. If you go to here, you can see set by assistant. These are some already given, I mean, pre-built actions. So you can use them, or else you can create by you on your own. Okay, let's create our own action. For example, if I click on create action, you can use already pre-built templates, or you can start from scratch. I would like to start from scratch. So let's say customer start with any kind of action. For example, customer starts with hi. I'm gonna start with hi and save it. That means whenever a customer say hi, now we're gonna train this assistant. If customers say hi, uh, assistant will also say hi. How are you doing? Hi. Hope you're doing good. Some kind of phrases. So we can add like some more phrases to this hi. I mean, a customer might ask any kind of like hi, hello, how are you doing? Any kind of, he can start the conversation with any kind of these phrases. So when customer asks any kind with these phrases, the answer would be same. So let me add some more phrases to it, like hello. Mm, maybe he may ask hello. So I've asked three phrases for now. I've given three phrases, and I'm gonna give I'm gonna train the assistant to say something like this. Hi, uh, hope you are doing good. Alright. I can give something like this, and let me click on save. So you can see the preview. Currently my changes are being added to this, so it was done. Welcome. This is the pre-built one, so whenever uh, customer uses the chatbots, this will be the default message already shown to the customer. And if customer says hi, so this was the answer. from the assistant. So just now we have trained it like that to say for to the assistant says like hi, hope you're doing good. So so yeah, customer whenever he says hi, this was the reply he got. So successfully we are done with one action. We can so add a lot more actions to it. For example, so this is the one that we have added right now, and let me add the another action. Like, oh, you can use this example. I want to pay my bill. So yeah, let's say if customer asks this, I want to pay my bill. So the chatbot should be capable to answer this kind of question. So we will be training the assistant to say like this: if customer asks, I want to pay my bill, or you can say, what type of transfer would you like to make? There is an example here already. Or you can say what type of account we're talking about. And also you can train the assistant to give the options as well, like something like this. For example, you can say cable, you can say electricity, or you can say mobile phone recharge. So these are the three options which will be given to the customer in order to select. So the customer can select any of these. Let's say you can add the new step from this. That means after this step, this is the question the assistant will ask to the customer. For example, uh, let's say the customer clicks on cable. So he would like to pay the bill for the cable. So I can give something like this. Uh, so your account balance is $100. Would you like to pay it? And also you can give the confirmation like yes or no. For example, if uh, customer clicks on yes, now we will add a step uh, based on the condition. For example, you can choose the condition here. Like for example, your account balance is 100. If you would like to pay is yes, I mean the customer says yes, then this is the answer. Payment is successful. And let's say if customer clicks on no, that means he would not like to pay the balance. So in that case, also this is a condition. Now it would be no, and you can uh, give the response like this. Uh, Let me do this. Any other help you need? Would you like to pay? Any other bill? So let's say again you can give confirmation from here. So if the customer clicks on yes, then it should go back to this first step, as right. If we click on yes, then again it should ask what type of account we are talking about. So it should go back to the step one. So for that, what we can do is instead of going to the next step, now we have re-ask previous step. For example, it should go back to the step one. That means it should ask again all these steps. So apply. Now let's say if a patient uh, says no, uh, sorry, we have to remove this and we have to do the next step. From here, we have to do this condition like, okay, any other help you need? If it is yes, then do this step again. So you can copy it from here, you can create a duplicate, and you can paste it here. This will add this step to here, and you can delete this one, yes, and you can make this with condition. If it is yes, then what type of account are we talking about? And again, this from here you can repeat these steps, apply. So if the answer is no from the fourth question, if the answer is no, then uh, let's create a step called all right. See you. That's it, something like that, and that's it. Yeah, you can train it like this, and you can click on save. And if you click on preview, you can have the preview, and I would like to refresh it. I would like to start with conversation hi. Now I am a customer, so I got a reply called hi, hope you're doing good. So let's say I want to pay my bill. So this is what I got. So because we have trained the assistant like this, so the replies will be like that. Because I asked I want to pay my bill, the assistant was trained like that to reply the answers for these kind of questions. So what type of account we are talking about? Cable, etc. Mobile phone. I can select cable. So your account balance is $100. Would you like to pay it? Yes, I would like to pay it. Your payment is successful. That's it. There are no additional steps because after that I don't have any other additional steps. Any other continue to these steps. So that's it. It was done. If I would like to pay the electricity, then I have to start the conversation from first. So again, it will ask this. If I click on mobile phone, would you like to pay it? This time I will select no. So okay, any other help you need? Would you like to pay any other bill? Let's say yes. And this time I would like to pay the electricity. Would you like to pay it? Yes. Your payment is successful. So in this way, we can train any other chatbots, and we can integrate this chatbot from this tab. You've seen this web chat or phones from this. You can click on open, and you can integrate your chatbot to any web chat onto your company website, so it can answer questions. Also, we have uh, another service called phone. You give your system a voice, so it can help customers over the phone. uh, in the same way, we can. There are a lot of integrations that we can do, and preview is nothing but the view that we just asked. I want to pay my bill. It will reply as what type of account are we talking about, mobile phone. Again, it's the same thing that we did in the actions tab. So that's it. In this way, you can build the IBM Watson Assistant. In the same way, you can do with the all the services. But because we don't have any much time, I've just explained about IBM Watson. So that's it. That's from my side, and thank you so much. Yeah, bye bye.